Welcome to ChairZen with Steph, and just for 1 second, a cat as well. But Finn's running off and doing his own thing, which is fine. Go do cat pose. Anyways, welcome to today's, it's about a 10 to 12 minute little seated yoga flow. At the beginning we'll be seated, then we'll move into some standing poses and end with a really nice relaxing pose for our shavasana, a modified legs up the wall waterfall pose. So also the focus today is all about strengthening our hips. So strong hips are important any age, but especially as you get older, for health and mobility and the strength of your overall body, it is very important to work on your hips, hip mobility, hip strengthening. So that being said, let's get started, my nice ChairZen yogis. So let's come to our seated Tadasana, which basically means being seated with good posture. So let's reach around, grab the muscles of our glutes, shift them to the sides so we're rooted through our sits bones instead of all the extra muscular padding we have going on down there. Then from there, nice tight belly, nice tall spine. Feet have a good connection on the earth. On an inhale, bring both shoulder heads up, and as you exhale, release them down the back. Just take a couple breaths here, checking in and seeing how you feel in this present moment. Nice. So let's start with some seated marching. So continue this nice proud posture in our chair, tall spine, proud chest, tight belly. And when you're ready, inhaling, lifting right knee up. And as you exhale, bring that right foot back down. Left knee up, left foot down. Right, down. Left, down. Good. Right, down, left, and down. Keep going. Continue this seated marching at your own pace with your own breath work, knowing that from the outside, seated marching doesn't look like we're doing much, but on the inside, you can really feel this strengthening happen and activation in our hip flexors. So it's a very important pose. Just a little bit more. Up and down. Up and down, up and down, and up and down. Good. The next time both feet are on the ground, leave them there. A similar pose, but we're just going to take it up a notch by bringing our knees a little bit wider in space, making more of a V shape. Then from there, check yourself. Nice tight belly still, cores engaged, girdles are on, nice tall spine. When you're ready, inhaling, right knee lifts, right foot down, left knee lifts, left foot down. Right and down, left and down. Good, keep going. Nice wide kneed seated marching. Still working on those hip flexors. Still getting nice and strong. Still hearing maybe cats jump around in the background too. Or dogs, or whatever fur baby you have in your house. All right, the next time both feet are on the ground, leave them there. Good, we can bring our feet a little bit closer towards each other. Shake it out if you need. Good, let the body return to stillness. And now we're gonna come to standing. So with control, let's push through our heels, extending through our legs, nice. And let's all move to the right side of our chair. Keep the chair close by you. Make sure you're able to reach out and grab it with your left hand. The back seat of the chair should be there for you throughout the practice here for a little bit of balance support. So what we're going to do is look down at our feet for a moment. Make sure that the feet are about hip distance apart, toe points parallel with each other, toe points also facing directly forward. Once we do that, nice tall spine, putting back our girdles, nice core engagement, rooting through that left foot with control. Let's hover the right foot. And when your next exhale comes naturally, just kick that extended right leg out to the right. Inhaling to bring it back to center. Out to the right and center. Good. Keep doing these nice side leg lifts, focusing on moving that right leg out and back to center. Another pose that may not look like very much from the outside, but you can feel the muscles of this left leg or standing leg having to really fire on here to keep us nice and up in space. And then you can also really feel the activation in that right hip socket. A little bit more. Nice. And the next time, the right foot is at center. We can release that foot down, shake it out if you need, pat it out if you need. Good, and standing nice and tall again. The chair's here if you need it for balance. Keep that left foot rooted in the earth. Let's start to draw the right knee up in space. So we're going to do the dog in the fire hydrant pose. Another nice balance pose and a nice hip strengthener. So when you're ready, with control, we're going to externally rotate that right knee to the left. Keep that knee bent, swing it back down in space, and lift that right knee back up. Good. Open and up. Nice, keep going. Great pose, great name, being dogs by the fire hydrant. We got this. And as you do this, if you're ever tired, you don't have to do as many as me. Or if you're doing this practice with someone else, you don't have to do as many as your neighbor. Do as many as feels good in your body and take a rest when you need to. Good, if you're still with me, one more. Good, and bring that right knee back up in space. Let's release that right leg down, shake it out if you need. Nice. The next pose we're about to do is another standing balance, another hip strengthener. And it works on the mobility of our joints as well. I'm improving that. It's called the Bollywood dance step. Or that's what I call it, at least, because that's what it looks like to me. Nice tall spine, core engaged, proud chest. Keep that left foot rooted with control. Let's bring that right knee up in space. And then from there, bring this awareness into this right heel. And what we're about to do is shift our right heel to the left and then to the right. So when you're ready, with control, awareness in the right heel, shift that right heel to the left and shift it to the right. To the left and right. Left and right. Left and right. Maybe, if you're like me, you're finding your balance starting to be challenged. It's a good thing. If you ever feel a little bit too wobbly, know you can bring your hand and hold on to the back seat of the chair for support. And let's pause that motion. And let's bring that right foot down, shake it out if you need. Nice, we're gonna do the same 3 poses, just on the other side of our chair. So now let's shift our chair, and let's stand on the left hand side of our chair now. Finding that hip width distance, spacing with our feet again. And just as a reminder, toe points parallel with each other, toe points facing directly forward. Nice tall spine, nice tight belly, pressing our belly button towards the spine for core engagement. Right hand on the back of the chair if you need for balance. Good, so let's do those side leg lifts now with the left leg. So keep that right foot rooted. When you're ready, hover that left leg. Little kick out to the left and back to center. Out to the left and back to center. Keep going, out, center, good. Keeping that left leg nice and long. Starting to feel that activation in our left hip socket now. Keep breathing. And keep smiling. I like to smile, it helps me get through it. But I suppose if you want to do a grouchy face and that helps you, then do a grouchy face. A little bit more. Good, the next time that left foot is at center, release it. Hokey pokey, shake it out if you need, patting out the hips and glutes. Good, and let's do dog in the fire hydrant on this side. Nice tall spine again. Chair's there if you need, with control. Let's bring that left knee up in space, and then let's have that external rotation of that left knee to the left. Keep that knee bent, swing it back down, lift that knee back up. Good. Out to the left and back up. Good. Keep breathing. Keep doing this nice hip opening and strengthening pose at the same time, which is why this is a really lovely pose to practice. And again, we're getting that balance challenge too. So lots of benefits to this pose. A couple more. One more. And good. That next time that left knee's up in space, with control, we can release it down. Shake it out. Good. Let's get ready for our Bollywood dancing on this side. Nice tall spine, nice tight belly. Chair's there if you need. Root through that right foot, keep it grounded, lift that left knee up in space. Bring that awareness into the left heel, just like a pendulum about to swing back and forth. Bring that left heel, swing it to the right, Swing it to the left. Right, left. Good. Right, left. Keep swinging. Find your balance. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding the breath in this pose. Just a little bit more. I know this one probably looks easy, but if you do it in your body, you feel starting to get a little bit hard. But we got this. Keep going. Good. And let's slow that motion of the pendulum of that left heel. Let's bring that left foot back down on the ground. Shake it out. Nice. So a lot of the hard stuff is behind us. The last 3 poses from here on out are a little bit more stretchy and a little bit more winding down. So what we're about to do now is down dog, but down dog using the chair. So really nice spinal lengthening pose. The arms are lengthened, a nice hamstring release. So turn your chair here so that the toes are facing the back seat of the chair. Then from there, we're going to bring each hand on the seat back and hold on the chair in a nice firm grip. Then from there, baby bend at each knee. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to start to walk our feet back in space, little baby steps, until our legs can be extended, the arms are extended, and we've moved our spine from a vertical to horizontal position. Then from here, just check. We want our ears to be nestled between our biceps. Just have a really gentle gaze down at the earth below you. And keep breathing. Arms are long, legs are long. Spine is nice and heavy. When I do this one, sometimes I like to think that my torso is like a suspension bridge. And I'm just gazing out like that bridge just over the water. Good. If you want to pedal out your dog, you can just slightly bend at one knee, keep the other leg lengthened, and then reverse that, bending at the other knee, lengthening the other leg. And then if you would like it and it feels okay, we can add this pedaling motion to our chair down dog to try to get a little bit more kinks out of that back paneling of our legs. Good. And if you're pedaling, return to stillness. Good. To exit this pose, we just go back the way we came. A little gentle bend in each knee, and then with control, taking baby steps until we're close enough to our chair to stand nice and tall. Good. Let's bring the arms up and around. Let's bring the hands to prayer hands, and as we exhale, good. Drawing prayer hands down to heart center. Good. Bringing right hand down by our side, left hand down by our side. Nice. Let's get our chair. Let's spin it once again here. So now we're going to have the seat of the chair facing our toes. We're about to move into dude style stretch, so a nice groin stretch. So what we're going to do is start to bring our legs wide and start to straddle the chair, and then bring our bottoms into the chair. Good. Letting the knees be as wide as feels comfortable for you. And depending on your seat back, whether it's a higher one like me or a lower one, maybe you rest your arms on here and lean forward a little bit. Just give our body a little bit of time here to gently open, feeling an opening in our hips, and a little bit of a stretch in our groin. I call this a dude style stretch because I envision myself sitting here in this unladylike way with my hat on backwards. Good. And let's bring our hands to the seat back, engage our core with control. Start to extend through the legs. We can pull our chair out from underneath us, standing nice and tall. We're going to flip our chair one more time and prep for our final pose. A legs up the wall waterfall pose, but this time we're going to use the chair to help us. So no rush at all, but what we're going to do is start to gently and mindfully make our way down onto our bottoms in front of the chair. Once your bottom is close to the chair, we're going to start to swing our legs up, and we want our calves to rest on the chair. So once our calves are resting on the chair, I like to bring my hands behind me, and then very carefully I can use my arms to help gently bring my spine all the way down, releasing it onto the ground. Good. So, once our spine is released on the ground, let the spine be very heavy from the crown of our head all the way down to the tailbone. We can bring our arms down at our sides at the downward diagonal, palms facing up. Let the calves be heavy in the seat of the chair, but let the feet themselves feel nice and light and airy. We can take a few breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Seeing how our body feels in this present moment. You can also invite your awareness into the muscles of your face and ask them to be relaxed and released. Letting go of tension that may still exist between the brow line. Unclenching the jaw and letting the tongue feel heavy in your mouth. A few more breaths here from our shavasana for today. And we'll close this practice with bringing our prayer hands here together and gently resting our thumbs in the space between our brow line by our third eye. Taking a deep breath in, bringing into our body calm and peace, and as you exhale, letting go of stress, letting go of tension, letting go of all the extra stuff that you simply don't need to hold on to today. The inner light that resides within me bows to and recognizes the inner light that resides within you. Thank you for joining me.
Like and subscribe to ChairZen with Stephanie. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time. Namaste.